Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela and today we are going to be talking all about how to start 2026 strong. So this is going to be your full reset guide on everything you need to know before the new year finally approaches. In case you missed it in my last video, for the first 12 days of December, I'm going to be doing a little mini series called 12 Days to Your Dream Life, where we are going to talk all things mindset, routines, discipline, all those kinds of things to just get you prepped and ready for the new year so that you can truly start living your dream life. So we are on day 2. If you guys missed day 1, you can go and watch that. I'm going to save all of them into a playlist. But today we are specifically talking about how to start a new year strong, because we're already in December, which is already crazy in itself, but it's important to start thinking about these things now, even though it is a month early, because a lot of people actually refer to December as like the pre-January, where this is the month that you can start looking at all of your goals for January and start putting them into effect now. Start the habits now, start the discipline now, and start acting like that person today, so that when January 1st actually hits, you already know what it is that you're doing. You've already been locked into your routine and that mindset, so it's going to be almost like it's nothing new. That is also why I wanted to do this video so soon, because you have the rest of December to prep and plan for this. And just because a new year is coming doesn't mean that your life is magically going to change all of a sudden just because the number on the year is going up. The things that can change and that are guaranteed to change can be your mindset, your habits, and your environment. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about how to feel grounded, how to feel clear, and also how to be really prepared for this new year and how to step into it right. Number 1 is audit yourself and reinvent the parts that are holding you back. So we're going to start off very strong with this tip, because you need to question yourself and think, do you feel like you have a certain narrative towards yourself? Do you feel like you can't accomplish certain things? Do you think of yourself as this inconsistent person and not the kind of person who can reach a certain goal? And if you have this mindset towards yourself, it's really time to start throwing that away and start thinking about, who are you going to be when this new year comes in? Who do you want to become in 2026? And then define this new version of yourself, because it's almost like a mini reinvention, because you're literally starting at the bottom and then you're working your way up and you're auditing certain parts of yourself. So for an example with me more specifically is that I feel like I'm super tunnel vision on my goals. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to go, but sometimes it can be really hard for me to balance everything that is going on in my life. And sometimes I feel like I need better structure. The problem is that it's not that I'm not getting things done. It's just that it's a little bit all over the place. It's a little bit chaotic. So the things that I want to work on before the new year comes is I want to work on narrowing down a routine for myself, like having more concrete gym days, getting in the habit of figuring out what are my filming days, what are my content planning days, etc. Because I do all of these things regardless, and I already have it getting done throughout the week, but it's kind of all over the place. So I already know like that is one of my weaknesses that I want to start pinpointing, and I'm like, this is what I know I want to work on, but I'm going to start doing that now, so when the new year comes, I'm already in the mindset and the routine and the habit of already working on figuring out my schedule throughout the week. And when you are making this new year plan, you also want to ask yourself, what does the 2026 version of me think like? What do they value? How do they make decisions? What habits do they refuse to negotiate? How do they show up for themselves even when nobody is watching, and more? And then figure out, what are the blockers that you have when it comes to these things? Like, for example, do you have a fear of judgment right now? Do you feel like you don't want people to think that you're cringe? Do you have a fear of failing publicly? Do you have a fear of people from your past or people that you know surpassing you and being more successful than you? Like, these are all really valid fears and blockers, and we all may have them, but it's really important to identify like, what is the thing that you think is holding you back, and then work on working through that thing. Remove this script or this narrative that you have in your head that is like, I hope that I can do this, or maybe one day I'm going to accomplish this, and change that to, I know I can do this, I know I can make this happen, and then start building the habits every single day that align with who it is that you want to be, and then choose actions every single day carefully and intentionally that match your future self and not your comfort zone. Because here's the thing, is that you can become your own living proof that whatever you set your mind to can actually happen, but it starts with discipline, and it starts with showing up like that person every single day. Number 2 is do a social circle and environment reset. So I feel like the end of the year is the perfect time to really evaluate who have you been around throughout the year? What have you been surrounded by? And do you want to continue to be around this kind of energy? But it really starts by evaluating the energy of your relationships and your friendships. Who is draining you? Who inspires you? Who is pouring into your cup? Who respects your boundaries? Who celebrates you without jealousy? And then look at all of these different factors and see like who can continue to get your time? Who can continue to get your energy versus who is not really worth it anymore? And this is something that it's inevitable. Like we're all going to experience this as we get older because everyone goes through different things in life, but that does not mean that everybody that we've been with or that we've been friends with for the last few years are going to continue to move on with us in life. And that is something that has really happened to me, and this definitely hits home because I don't have a lot of the same friendships that I had in high school and even in college because we were all just going on different paths afterwards, and a lot of it was also just energy I didn't want to be around anymore. And it's really important to recognize like when something is no longer serving you and when something is no longer good for you to even be around, and then letting go of that. So when you realize like I'm gonna cut off this dead weight and then I'm gonna just move on with my life, like you are gonna grow so much faster, and that is really just a maturity sign because I really think that once you cut off dead weight like that, especially with friendships and relationships, you can truly go so far. And then also think about, how do you show up to other people? Are you a people pleaser? Do you shrink yourself? Do you keep friendships just out of habit because this person has already been in your life for this many years? Are you constantly over giving to people? Do you pour more into other people's cup than your own? And ask yourself these questions because I am definitely a chronic people pleaser and I'm always trying to make everyone feel good around me, even if that means I have to give up something within myself. Like I feel like that's just the oldest daughter in me where I'm just like, everyone else needs to be good. Even if I'm not good, it's perfectly fine. And that has definitely poured into all of the friendships and things around me. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning like I deserve to also be happy. I deserve to also have boundaries. I need to also work on myself because that's also the most important at the end of the day. But ask yourself these questions and then make it a goal to seek out people or friendships or relationships that are aligned within your industry or your hobbies or wherever it is that you want to be, because you want people around you that are going to inspire you, that are going to help you grow and make you a better person. We all know there's friends that you can have a good time with, and then there's friends that you can actually get serious with. You can actually have conversations of substance with them, and you can go to them not just for a cry, but also just someone to just be there for you. But it's really just time to let go of like the forced conversations or just doing things out of guilt and obligation. Like do not tolerate these inconsistencies in friendships and relationships because it is not worth it, and it's literally watering a dead plant. So if something no longer serves you and it no longer aligns with you, you have every right to let it go because something better is probably right around the corner. Number 3 is do a financial reset. So this is a tip that I have to mention in here because I know that money can sometimes be a little bit of a taboo topic with a lot of people, but you need to audit where your money is going and what are you spending your money on. Check subscriptions, check random charges, and even random emotional spending it is that you're doing that's just in the moment. Like, oh, I want to buy this coffee, or I want to buy this trinket, or I feel like going out to eat today, so I'm going to do that. Like, look at your spending patterns and see what is aligning with your goals and what isn't. Do you want to save more money? Do you want to pay off your credit cards? Do you have student loan debt like me that you are slowly chipping away at and trying to get lower? Look at all of these different areas of your life where money may be overspent and where money can be a little bit more invested in. Like, for example, start the month with a plan or some kind of budget. Don't just buy things for the aesthetic or just because you think that you need this specific thing, or because you saw it on TikTok or Instagram, or because your friend bought it. Like, there needs to be a strategy with this kind of thing, because treating money like it's a tool and then using it to get to where you want to be can actually be a good thing. And that is exactly how I look at my content creation sometimes, because it has turned from a hobby into a business. I have an LLC, I have a business checking account, I have business credit cards, I sign contracts with brands. Like, it has genuinely become a business. And so I look at certain things now, like, where can I make extra income? Where can I do this? What can I do that? Like YouTube, for example, that's one of my revenue streams, working with brands on here, making money through AdSense. Like, money used used to be a topic that was very stressful for me because, like I mentioned, I have student loan debt and have all these other things. But as a content creator, when I turned my hobby into a business and I started looking at all of the different avenues and ways that I can make money, it became fun because now it was like, wait, I can post a YouTube video and I can make a couple dollars off of it. I can work with a brand that I've loved since I was a kid from just posting a TikTok. Like, it is really, really cool, the different things that money can do. But at the end of the day, we are literally on a floating rock in the middle of space, and money is just paper that is printed out from a machine. So do not stress too much, but definitely have some kind of plan, or maybe an automatic transfer that goes towards a saving account or a bill, just something. Like, when you get paid, try to have a plan so that your money is going somewhere automatically or something is getting paid off automatically, because then that already takes a stress off of you. And then also do weekly check-ins with your bank account. Maybe try a little no spend week during the month, or try little challenges to see just how fast you can save and just how fast you can also not spend. But it starts with shifting your money mindset and then releasing that shame also around money, because a lot of people want to make money, they want wealth, and they want a big bank account, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there is nothing wrong with wanting to have money or making a lot of money, and you can believe that you are capable of that, but it starts with your mindset. Like, you are capable of earning more, so believe that you can do more, but you need to act like someone right now who expects abundance and not someone who just has a lack mindset, because then you're never going to get to where it is that you want to be. Number 4 is reconnect with your purpose, your passions, and your calling. So what makes you feel alive? What makes you feel good? What are you avoiding that you know that you are meant to do? Where are you playing small? What would you do if nobody could judge you? Like, ask yourself these questions. And one of my favorite TED Talks is actually from this woman who's named Felicia Hatcher. She's an author, entrepreneur, investor. And I randomly came upon this TED Talk. I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago when I was going on a walk. And I was like, I want a TED Talk. I want something to listen to while I'm walking. And it is a video called Who Are You Uninterrupted? And it's literally a question that you ask yourself. Like, who are you uninterrupted? Who would you be, or what could you do if you were uninterrupted by everything around you? If nothing got in the way, if no one could stop you, and you literally just went all in on whatever it is that you want to do. And this video is really just about like redefining the trajectory in your life and then letting go of self-doubt and just going towards where it is that you want to be. And I'm going to leave this video in the description in case you also want to watch it, which I highly recommend. But it's literally like, what could you do if no one or nothing stood in your way and you just did your thing? So think about what patterns you need, or what patterns are you doing to push yourself towards where it is that you want to be? What are the things that you naturally gravitate towards? What do you have an interest in? What skills do people compliment you on? What tasks or hobbies and things energize you versus what are the things that drain you? What dreams do you think about over and over again? Or what keeps coming back to you? What do you keep circling towards? And then use purpose and your passions to be the driving force towards all of the energy towards everything you do in 2026. So take opportunities, take experiences, accept situations, like accept everything. That is going to get you closer to your goals, because the further that you move away from where it is that you want to go, what it is that you want to do, like whatever your dream is, you want to be doing things that are getting you closer, not moving the needle further away from that. So say no to distractions, and most importantly, like, don't feel obligated to do certain things, especially if it's something you don't want to do. And I posted a video yesterday called How to Not Get FOMO, the fear of missing out, and how to enjoy the joy of missing out. Like, there is beauty in missing out on things and just focusing on whatever it is that you want to do and not feeling obligated to say yes to all of these plans, because we cannot let another year pass where we're expecting different results, but we're doing the same thing over and over again. Like, how are you going to want to accomplish all of these things and you're literally the same person you were last year and the year before that and the year before that? Like, with this new year ahead, start with structure, work on your passions daily, work on them weekly, and don't do it just when you have time, because I used to be like that. When I wanted to get into content creation, I was like, this is not something that I'm going to do when I have free time or after class or sometime on the weekend. I was like, I'm going to show up every single day and I'm going to stack shoe boxes against my wall until I get a tripod, until I get a height that is tall enough for me to film a video of my outfit of the day. I'm going to figure out where can I go with my sister this weekend to shoot content so I have photos and content for the next few weeks. Like, Like, I was really making it something that was at the top of my priority list, but it was literally like, I'm not going to look at this as something that's on the side. I'm really going to put it at the top of my mind. And so build the habits that are going to support what you're working towards or what you are working on. Learn from the people that have already done the things it is that you are doing or that you want to do. Read books, read memoirs, listen to podcast interviews, listen to YouTube videos on people's stories, and then treat your purpose like it is literally your responsibility and like it's not just a fantasy in your head that may never come true. And lastly, tip number 5 is run your life like an operating system. So this is the last and final tip, and it's probably going to be the hardest one to follow because this is your sign. This entire series, this 12-day video series, like this is literally your sign that you need to get it together and you need to go towards your dream life. But that means you have to start running your life today. And from now on, like it is a structured business. You need to take it seriously. And this does not mean like you can't have fun. It doesn't mean that you can't let loose every once in a while because life is short. You want to enjoy it. But at the same time, like life is short. Why would you not spend every second or every moment going towards where it is that you want and going after your dreams and goals? Have a weekly system, have a daily system, sit down on a Sunday and just figure out like, what is my plan for this week? What are my goals? Review your goals, look at your habits, look at your progress, learn to meal prep, figure out your grocery shopping days, declutter your space, get rid of things, clean every single day, take out your outfit the night before, put a book on your nightstand instead of doom scrolling. Like you need to be prioritizing every single thing it is that you are doing and being intentional about it. Because like I said before, once you get in that mindset of when I have time or when I feel like doing this, I'll do it. When you're in that mindset and you're comfortable with it, it's going to be hard to get out of it. So have daily systems that are going to make your morning and your night routines very purposeful. Don't just get in bed after a long day and then scroll for 2 hours. Don't sleep in every single day if you keep saying, I want to be a morning person. Don't spend money on a coffee every single day if you keep saying, I want to save my money. Like you need to tidy up your routines and then watch how different areas of your life are slowly going to start to improve. But it starts with baby steps and it starts with getting there slowly. So when you put the work in and then you nurture these small things, everything around you will slowly manifest. Like everything around you will start to happen and all the things that you dream of will come into fruition. But it's literally about like nurturing what you're doing right now and then taking out the old bad habits and then replacing it with better and good ones. And build emotional systems. This means like after you're feeling stressed out, how do you calm yourself down? Do you journal? Do you read? How do you redirect negative thoughts when you're feeling them coming on? How do you recenter yourself before you react to something, whatever it is? Like have these emotional systems to get yourself back and grounded before something really big happens or if something big is currently happening. And then also build your lifestyle routines and your lifestyle systems. This means what's your fitness routine? How are you pouring into your health and wellness cup? What are your self-care days or your rest days? What are your creative/hobby times throughout the week to just focus on a skill or something for fun? For me, I have always wanted to learn to play piano, so I'm like, that is something I want to start fitting into my routine. I don't have a piano yet, but I definitely want to incorporate that into my weekly routines because I'm like, it's something I've always wanted to learn, and learning an instrument I feel like is so fun. There's so many benefits of it, and it's something that I want to pour into. It's just a creative hobby that I want to do. So start thinking about those things for yourself. What is something you have always wanted to do, or a skill or a hobby that you can start pouring more time into? And when you're going into this new year, there's obviously so many different things to consider, but it's really about like, how do you carry yourself? How do you want to show up in this new year? And how do you think about yourself? Sit up straight, speak clearly, speak intentionally, and move like someone who loves and respects their life. When you look elevated, you feel elevated, and then you make better decisions. But again, like I said, it starts in the little baby steps every single day. Stay consistent with your habits, stay consistent with your routines, and stop settling for the low energy habits. That is all for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed and that any of these tips were helpful, but I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3, and let me know what was your favorite tip from this video. See you guys tomorrow. Bye!